If you're going to succeed, there's two businesses you have to manage. The business you're in, but you also got to be managing the business you're going to become. Because if you don't anticipate that, someone else is going to come and take your market share.
So when I was 19, I opened a sports massage centre in Sydney called Jackie Sports Massage. I'm a business operator sometimes, but I've merged into business owner more now. People are focused on their health now and they really need it more than ever. So I have noticed a huge shift.
Give her a giant hand. That's beautiful. Give her a hand.
I go to schools, I create curriculum for kids. Ever since COVID ended, some of them don't actually still bring us in there. We are going through live stream. So that's how it's changed. And I think my goal is to help prevent this from, we talk to kindergartners about it, but we do it in a way that we wouldn't talk about it to high schoolers. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Language changes, the presentation changes.
Well, that's moving and beautiful. I'm grateful you're out there. Give him a big hand. Thank you so much, Victor. Now I'm going to make a guess. You're in the real estate business.
I am. The whole marketing aspect has changed tremendously. You can do more with less time.
Yes.
If one's really good at the technology, which is a challenge for me and an area I'm hoping to get really much better at.
30 years, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for her. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Business requires two primary skills: marketing and innovation. Innovation just means finding a better way to meet the needs of your clients. Sometimes a better way is charging more for your product. What? Yes, I'll give you an example. So Lachlan, let me start with you. What kind of car do you have?
911 convertible.
And knowing the weather of Vancouver, that seems like the ideal car to be in the rain and the sleet and snow with. And how much did you pay for that car, Lachlan?
120,000 US.
Lincoln NKZ 2013. It's worth now about 3,000.
3,000. And you love this car?
I love it. It takes me to the places I want to go.
What does it make you feel when you drive that car?
It makes me feel great. It makes me feel proud of what I've achieved in my life.
It's a symbol of achievement for him. He bought a car consistent with his identity, one that meets his needs for certainty and comfort versus significance. Does it make sense? Give them both a huge hand, all three of them. Thank you very much. It's mind-boggling what's about to happen in your life if you pay attention and you understand what you're going for. But you got to obsess about innovation and marketing. You want to fall in love with your customer, your ideal customer or client. Fall in love with them, not your product or service. All right, Mark, tell us what business you're in and how's business?
So I'm in the technology field. I'm going to tell everybody here, my company's not profitable right now. We're doing over $5 million a year and we're still not profitable.
What is the chokehold on the growth of your business right now? What do you think is the chokehold and what has to change? I can always tell you it's always the leader. And ultimately, and most of us in this room, that's us. When somebody stands up and they think there's something that's keeping them from growing their business, it's ultimately their own belief systems. Because the most successful people on earth didn't have the resources either. The only thing they understood was that the ultimate resource is human emotion. It's never a resource problem, it's always a resourcefulness problem. What do you think needs to change to go to the next level?
As long as you show value, you could charge them 10 times what you charge, but you got to show value.
You must define who is your absolute ideal customer. Life is a dance between two things, what you desire most and what you fear most. If you can give them what they desire and help eliminate their wounds or pains or hurts, you will own that customer. They will not be a customer, they'll be a client. And remember, customers go away, clients stay.
We need to change our business model. I feel like if we don't change, we will probably not survive the next 10.
If you don't know your margin, you can't manage your business. If you don't measure it, you're not managing it. By understanding the lifetime value of your customer and saying, we'll spend a portion of that lifetime to have a business that's ever growing. If my value of that customer is $1 million to $1.3 million, $1.5 million over 5 years, I'm an idiot if I don't give a percentage of that. Is this helpful?
Yes.
Go crush it. Give them a hand to both of them. Give them a big hand. Then our goal here is not just to increase your knowledge. You probably heard me say before, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Execution trumps knowledge every day of the week. It's not that we don't get stuck. It's how do we quickly get out of it? And more importantly, how do we break through to another level? It's a moment in time when everything changes, when what was impossible becomes possible, and most importantly, you take action towards it. You might want to start with a changed story. Change the story of your business, you'll change your business. Change your story, change your life.
And if we're in business mastery, your health really is your wealth. Go as fast as you can. Body, get your butt up here. Let's get these guys going.
Let's go. Pop it up.
Complexity is the enemy of execution. If you're afraid to fail, you're afraid to live. Because all failure really is, if you really look at it, is learning. So what we have to do is figure out what we want, focus on the result we want, the outcome, and then why we want it. Everything you want to achieve or make happen in your life requires one ingredient above all else: energy. Energy is the force of life. So what's the only thing that would F this up? It's fear. It's that 4-letter F word that gets in so many people's way. Because a decision made from fear is usually the wrong decision. If you want to deal with fear, let me give you a tool. Turn fear on itself. If I know that it's got the possibility of being transformative to my life or business, I grab it and I run with it. And a lot of them don't work out, but because I grab them all, I find the one that does. My experience is the things you master and do always lead to something even greater than you're expecting. If you'll start where you are, if you'll give, if you'll make your business a spiritual game where it's like, how can I give more to my clients? How can I do more for them? If you can give when there's nothing left in you, you will find a freedom that you won't find any other way. No amount of money will make you free. A change in your soul or spirit, that's what'll free you.
Who knows your numbers? Say yes! Who knows your numbers? Say yes! How much are you gonna grow your business by?
250%. From $180,000 a year to almost $500,000 a fucking gladiator, baby.
Cause she's a fucking gladiator.
You're taking me from $500,000 all the way up to $665,500. And I'm going to do this because I am a gladiator.
Give it up for Roger. Give it up for Roger.
This year I will grow my business by 72.8%.
I am a gladiator.
Give him a hand. He knows his numbers. And the key is to execute. Execution trumps knowledge every single time. My advice to you over the next few days is to play full out like you've been doing so far. Everything is gradually growing over the next couple of days, and you shouldn't miss a single thing. Let me hear you. Bring out the wheel. You just won the wheel. Spin that wheel, baby. You just won life mastering. You just won the wheel, Laura. Yo! You just won one to the inner circle. You're going to Fiji, baby. You are going to get 3 months of coaching. Yes!
Business is a game, and all games have a language. And if you understand the language, you can play the game. I don't necessarily want to get high. There's some people that want to get high. I hope they recorded that.
Only your current self can assure to take care of your future self. Think of the best of all worlds. Sold the company, invest the monies, but still day-to-day get to help the people that I know need that help because they don't have an advocate. They don't have somebody looking out for them. And that's the passion we will continue to bring as long as I'm ready to do it.
The road to wealth is to own things that bring money to you. No one should be investing your money based on your risk tolerance or age. It should be based on your goals. And if you can find that person, you will have the right advisor to take you on this journey. Make sure you're an owner. Keep your mindset right. Focus on the future.
How would you like to do that? Fly first class every time, have a home here, home there, and your business is thriving. What would that feel like?
Like fucking amazing. God dang.
Then it's the right thing. Give it up for Andrew.
I actually would love to go to Africa, and I wanted to do a mission trip to Kenya and do anesthesia.
We think that there's lots of endangered species like animals in the world, but there's endangered people too that I'd love to be able to get in there, help them be able to preserve their culture, help them to just stay on the planet a bit longer, get them food, get them water, all these things they're missing.
I want to pay off 5 single moms' homes.
Wow, give her a hand for that. That's incredible. Yeah. These are the things you want to get to because these are the things that'll get you to grow your business because while you're changing lives, you're also building the things that affect your soul. That's what's going to get you going. That touches my heart. I'm not even doing it. Just hearing you do it brings me to tears. That's beautiful. I'll tell you what. I'm going to offer you 5 days as my guest for participating, and because of the things you're going to do for these other women, I'm going to make that one happen for you now. What if tonight you can commit for a small amount of money to actually save a child's life. This is your chance. Come on, we're near $1 million already. Come on, keep it going. We're at 934, guys. We're over $1 million. Come on, let's keep it going. You guys are amazing. That's amazing. He broke 1 million, 1.1. Thank you so much. There are children tonight who are chained to a bed that are sitting there praying to God for someone to save them. And you answered their prayer tonight. God bless you, every one of you. Thank you. We have about 2,800 plus entrepreneurs from 62 countries. And you came here to learn and grow, but you also gave. And so our totals, put up on the screen for everybody, were $1.192 million donated. I added my 250. 1.44 million saved 2,884 girls' lives. Give it up for everybody. Our goal here is to make sure in these 5 days you start it, and by the time you're done with BM2, you truly are a business owner. But to do that, you're gonna have to put some systems in place and train your people, and maybe recruit a few more. But this process is that important. This is a life skill. This is a business skill that if I had to put the dollar value on it in my own life, it's minimum hundreds of millions of dollars with not an ounce of exaggeration in that. But how do I grow a business with little or no cash? By being able to shift the psychology of my people and understanding some basic numbers.
Way too many of us hit the snooze button on the actions and initiatives that can really move the needle forward on our life. I'm here to tell you that getting it right can make such a difference in transforming your life for the better.
Clarity, certainty, collaboration. You are the next people to have radical breakthrough and transformation. And when you use the power of video, your life will never be the same.
Don't let anybody be confused about what you offer. And if you want to change lives, and perhaps even change the world, invite customers into a story.
I know the world will reward courageous decisions. I know, my heart tells me, it rewards courageous decisions. And you know what you need to do to move forward. In this moment, at this time, is proof that that is true.
When this event's over, you need to stay plugged in. You're gonna need to take new actions. And sometimes those new actions, I'm gonna just be raw and real, are uncomfortable. It's leaning into the marketing. It's leaning into the next level. It's leaning into the hiring. It's leaning into next level marketing. It's a little uncomfortable, but when you're not doing it on your own, when you're modeling proven practices, it should give you the confidence to say, I'm a little scared, but I'm doing it anyway.
It's always great on this last day to bring in a couple of really extraordinary entrepreneurs and just hear their story, because it'll put things in perspective for you and understand some of the principles that have guided them.
Sometimes you have to see what you've got, and you can't waste a lot of time doing research. Sometimes you just got to go for it, take the leap and see what happens. And I think if you do that in the context of having a clear vision of where you want to go, then you move as fast as you can toward that vision. You put the cart in front of the horse, see what happens, pivot, move, adapt, overcome obstacles, and you keep pushing and trying to get as much, to move as far as you can toward that vision every day.
I guess the story about marketing is actually about figuring out what's the moment in time in which you're in right now, and where can you get the arbitrage relative to what other people are doing. And if you can find yourself in the flow, if you can figure out what's going on, if you can figure out how to solve those people's problems, you can end up creating a lot of value for yourself that's not just, okay, I played this influencer $1 million and they posted on Instagram for me.
There's no amount of money that can replace those kinds of moments. So I invite you to think about, what are the things, what are the experiences, and what are some of the moments you want to create for the people that you love? And maybe for people you don't even know, because that's what's going to drive you to be more, to do more, to give more, to grow your business, to take care of your clients, to go to a whole nother level of your life. So enough talk. Let's do it right now.